Hey guys, welcome back. Today was a good day. We're just keeping at it. I'm almost 1 month in with certain things, but yeah, let's talk about it. So make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on the video if you want to see me make 600 a day within 7 years. And let's get into it. First, an announcement. One of my goals is to actually learn a hairstyle, but I needed to order two packages. One of them was a straightener, and the second one is a gel. The wax, it didn't come in yet, but the straightener is here. So this is not an advertisement or anything like that. I'm not gonna show it on like what product it is, but basically I'm gonna use it to do my hairstyle. So. Also, in other news, upcoming week, somewhere one of these days, there will be a big brainstorm session day. It's once a month. I won't do any task, only like change big things that I have gathered up. Things are not necessarily working anymore. Like trying to forecast, see how things will be going, and have like a healthy expectation of it, and those sorts of things. And also clean up, right? Some things needed to be cleaned up, so that's why that's the announcement for today. Um, so today, let's get into the languages. We have two sentences. Let me check where I have them. All right. Do you have a boyfriend? 남자친구 있어요? 남자친구 있어요? And the other one is 물론이죠. 주, 물론이죠. This means of course. This one was a pretty hard one. I got some feedback from my Korean peers, but yeah, I need to practice it. It's gonna be put into Anki, and eventually I will also practice the speaking again, because the goal is to know them by heart. All right, so um, in other news is that Korean is gonna be one sentence a day until the end of the month before I increase it to two sentences a day. And the reason why, because we're gonna focus on the vocabulary, so I can slow down on the sentences, because I already hit the goal of August. So there's that. And let's talk about the Japanese part, which is all right. Eto, eto, which means let me see. And we have by the way. Tokorode, tokorode. As you notice, my R is like really Western, but I'm still gonna practice this, so do not worry too much about it. Also, the katakana, yeah, basically we did the Y sound syllables, and it were just 3 syllables, but we're now 35 syllables in katakana. So yeah, we're closing in on things, so that's really good. Yeah, so that is it for Japanese. I'm trying to hit the 40 sentences goal, and then basically I will also do one sentence until the end of the month. So about the bias today, the bias was hindsight bias. A lot of people talk about like that they know what hindsight bias is, but basically what it means, like in hindsight you thought it was going to be different. That's basically the sentence what it is. And one thing to cope with that is actually to do journaling, or actually tracking what is going on. It's really hard to conquer hindsight bias. It's one of the big ones, next to comparison bias, what I mean, contrast bias and confirmation bias. So that is, yeah, it's really hard. A good example is, yeah, preventing mistakes. So for example, in 2022, beginning of 2022, I started to look for a home, and I had an expectation that I will get it in somewhere 2024. That it actually happened. I could have got it sooner, but all the lessons that I have learned, I can basically make a course of it. which will be very much illegal in the Netherlands, but I won't do that. But basically, all right. Basically, that was in hindsight, that was a good idea to start early, learned all the lessons that they need to learn, and eventually got a permanent contract. In a bad hindsight, is a good example is the 2008 financial crisis. If you don't know what it is, and if you're younger than 18 or younger than 20 even, in 2008, a lot of people said no, the economy is the best what it ever was, which was true, but only 3 economists predicted there will be a financial crisis, and no one had it right. So a lot of people that claim to be economists or consultants and those kinds of stuff also take it with a grain of salt. They might have some hints, but they cannot predict the future or anything like that. So that's what you should know about the hindsight bias. Let's get into the programming. So we practiced the header of the project that I'm currently practicing with. I was mainly focused on the clicking, and I was mainly focused on the React Router DOM package because I needed to know how that worked. So that was really important. And the other one was let me see. Oh yeah, the prop types. So prop types are basic like a pseudo types. Pseudo TypeScript, but only for the React. In React 15, they pushed it onto a package instead of including it into actual React. And yeah, it is. I made a mistake, and the mistake that I made, which was a really important lesson for me, is that when I write code, I was like, okay, I wrote it. I want to immediately optimize the code, and I actually should not do that. I should be more patient. Like I should be focused on, does it work? Does the test work? Then I can improve on those things. So impatient in a moment, right? Like maybe if you don't know, like you have to be more patient in a moment, and impatient. Impatient. Oh, it's really hard thing to say. I have to be. I have to be more patient when I write code. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Other goals, let me see. Oh yeah, I worked on the mnemonics of the biases because I'm learning all these biases, but yesterday I figured out that I could not remember like the first one that I learned. Like I kind of remember now, it's survivorship bias, but I'm gonna use mnemonics and I put them into Anki just to be like, oh yeah, that is what the bias stands for. So basically I have a story, and that those are the mnemonics, like the good and the bad story. Put it into Anki. I'm doing like 2 a day, and eventually, things will hopefully align more. It's like I'm hoping to get more insight and prevent making much mistakes in the future, because I want to make less mistakes and be successful sooner. And I think biases is one of the ways that I could do that. All right, if they have anything else, no, I think that is it for today. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make 600 a day within 7 years. And I see you on to the next one.